Number 1. Your cat pretends to be independent, but they actually miss you. Cats give off the impression that they don't need anyone, but that's not entirely true. They're masters at keeping a distant, almost indifferent attitude. But behind that cool exterior, there's a real emotional bond with you. When you're away from home for too long, they feel your absence. They may not cry or bark like a dog would, but they notice the missing routine, your scent in the house, and even the silence. Instead of showing it openly, they shut down a bit. It's their way of staying in control, like saying, I'm fine without you. But they're not. If your cat greets you at the door, follows you around the house, or gets close when you return, it's because they missed you and are trying to reconnect. This quiet behavior is their way of saying they care, even while keeping up their independent cat act. Number 2. When your cat meows, it's often just to get your attention, not because they're hungry. Not every meow means your cat wants food. It's common to assume that all meowing is about hunger, but cats are much more strategic than they seem. Over time, they learn that meowing gets a reaction from you. You look at them, respond, move, or talk to them. This becomes a powerful tool for getting what they want, even if it's just a bit of your attention. They might meow because they're bored, want to play, missed you, or simply want to see how you'll react. What's even more interesting is that many cats develop different types of meows for different situations and even for different people. If you pay close attention, you might notice that the meow they use when they want affection is different from the one they use when asking for food or trying to wake you up at night. In other words, meowing becomes a unique language between you and your cat, and they use it wisely. Number 3. Purring doesn't always mean your cat is happy. Many people think purring is a clear sign of happiness, but this sound can have various meanings. While it is often associated with moments of pleasure, like when your cat is being petted or relaxing, purring can also be a mechanism of relief when the cat is in pain, fear, or discomfort. In many cases, cats use purring to self-soothe in stressful or painful situations, such as when they are in an unfamiliar environment, at the vet, or after being startled. This means that, although purring is a sign of contentment in many situations, it can also indicate that your cat isn't feeling well. It's important to observe the context in which the purring occurs. For example, if your cat is unusually quiet, acting differently than usual, and still purring, it could be a sign that they are trying to comfort themselves due to some form of discomfort, whether physical or emotional. Sometimes this sound is their way of asking for help or signaling that something is wrong, but in a very subtle way. Paying attention to other signs, like their body posture, appetite, or interaction with you, can help you determine if the purring is genuinely a sign of happiness or if something else might be going on. Number 4. When your cat rubs its face on you, it's marking territory. This gesture, which many consider a sign of affection, is more than just a simple act of love. When your cat rubs its face on you, it's actually engaging in an instinctive behavior that is more significant than it appears at first. In addition to showing affection, it is marking territory. This happens because, by rubbing its face against you, the cat releases pheromones from glands located around its cheeks, areas that have a unique scent. These pheromones act like a security check, a seal of possession. In practical terms, what the cat is saying is, you are mine. It's a clear sign that it feels comfortable and secure around you, and it's establishing a deep bond between the two of you. Additionally, the cat wants other animals, whether inside or outside, the home, to know that you already have an owner. This behavior is not only directed at you, but also at furniture, other members of the household, and even new objects entering the environment. It's all part of a cat's territorial process. What's interesting is that, contrary to what many People think this gesture isn't necessarily a way of asking for more attention, but a signal of security and trust. The cat wants you to know it feels at ease with you, and by rubbing its face on you, it's saying, "You are part of my space." This strengthens the bond and creates a sense of belonging, both for your cat and for you. It's a way of reinforcing the relationship of closeness and trust. Number 5. Your cat doesn't like changes and notices even the smallest details. Cats are known for being highly observant animals, and contrary to what many think, they don't handle changes well. They have an extremely territorial nature and establish a well-defined routine in their environment. This means that even the smallest alterations, even ones that seem insignificant to us, can cause discomfort or stress for your cat. Moving furniture, changing the position of an object they usually explore, or even altering the feeding schedule can be enough to make them anxious or confused. Like many other animals, cats feel safest when everything around them follows a predictable pattern. They know exactly where everything is, what times they interact with you, and where to find food, water, and rest. When these small changes occur, the cat may react by becoming more withdrawn, hiding, meowing excessively, or even refusing to eat. Cats' perceptions are so sharp that they can notice changes that are imperceptible to humans. This includes things like a new smell in the environment, the movement of a small object, or even a tiny detail in the scenery that only they might perceive. For the cat, these minor alterations can feel like a threat to their sense of safety and control. Furthermore, changes in the environment or routine can affect the cat's emotional well-being. They get used to the rhythm of things and prefer everything to stay in the same flow. The more predictable and stable the environment, the more relaxed and secure they will feel. So, if you need to make changes at home, try to do so gradually, allowing your cat the opportunity to adjust little by little. This will help minimize stress and maintain a peaceful environment for them. Number 6. Sleeping on top of you is more than just affection. It's security. When your cat lays on your chest, your legs, or even beside you, it's much more than a simple display of affection or a desire for comfort. While affection and physical closeness are certainly part of it, this behavior has a deeper, more meaningful reason. For your cat, that spot, your body, represents security, protection, and even control over the environment. Cats are naturally cautious and territorial animals, always looking for the safest and most comfortable place to rest. By choosing to sleep on top of you, your cat is seeking an area where it feels safe from potential threats. Your body provides not only warmth, which is essential for the cat's comfort, but also the feeling that nothing can harm it or disturb its rest. This behavior is instinctive. In the wild, cats seek elevated or sheltered spots close to their guardians to feel more secure, and you, as their protector, become an ideal refuge. Furthermore, when your cat chooses to rest on you, it's also saying that it trusts you completely. By sleeping in such a vulnerable position, with its body relaxed and exposed to any potential danger, it's showing a great deal of trust. This is a sign that it feels safe by your side, knowing that you are its protector and that there's no imminent danger. The sense of control it feels by being close to you is also tied to its tranquility. It may view you as part of its safe territory, creating an environment where it can relax without worries. In many cases, the fact that the cat chooses to settle on top of you also indicates that it's seeking a deeper bond. It's not just your company that it wants, but an emotional connection. For your cat, this gesture is a way of maintaining closeness, strengthening the trust in your relationship, and showing that you are an essential part of its sense of security in the world. Number 7. Your cat watches everything you do, even when it seems like they're not looking. Cats are undoubtedly some of the most observant animals. Even when they're lying down, relaxed or with their eyes half closed, looking seemingly sleepy, They are constantly observing everything around them. Cats have sharp vision, and even when they seem distracted or uninterested, they are actually analyzing your movements, actions, and even your daily habits. They are like little spies, always alert to what's going on around them, often more than we realize. This behavior of observation goes far beyond mere curiosity. It's a way for them to understand their environment and feel in control of the situation. When you're going about your daily tasks, like tidying up the house, cooking, or even talking on the phone, your cat is there, watching every movement you make. They are absorbing information about how you act, your behavior patterns, and your routine. This level of attention is part of their way of adapting to the environment and also connecting with you. Over time, your cat will memorize all the details of your behavior. They will know exactly when you wake up, when you leave for work, your feeding times, and even how you act at different times of the day. This means they know you better than you might think. They know how you react when you're happy, stressed, or even when you're about to do something they like playing or giving affection. This keen perception is also an advantage for them, as the more they know your routine, the more secure they feel. Additionally, the constant observation can also be a way for your cat to communicate with you. For example, they might notice when you're feeling sad or anxious, which could influence their behavior. They may come closer or change their posture to try to understand what's going on, or even to offer you comfort. In the end, observation is a way for your cat to connect with you in a much deeper way than simply following your movements. They are trying to understand your energy, your needs, and of course, grow emotionally closer to you. Number 8. Your cat knows exactly how to manipulate you. Often, cats seem to have an almost supernatural ability to get what they want, and this is no accident. They are incredibly observant and intelligent, and over time, they've learned exactly how you react to each of their behaviors. Meowing in the middle of the night, knocking objects off counters, walking across your keyboard, or even lying on your favorite clothing. These are all deliberate strategies to get your attention or fulfill their desires. Cats have an acute awareness of how their actions influence the environment, and more importantly, how these actions affect you. When your cat meows repeatedly at night, it has already figured out that you'll get up, open the door, or even offer some affection or food in response. It knows that your reaction is predictable, and that by doing this, it can get what it wants. Similarly, if your cat knocks something off the table or walks on your computer keyboard, it's not just an accident. The cat has learned that by doing this, it can create a little disturbance and grab your attention. Often, your response to this behavior, like talking to the cat or getting up to fix what was knocked over, is exactly what it was aiming for. Cats are masters of emotional manipulation, and they do it subtly. They know when you are more likely to give in to a request, like when you're relaxing on the couch or in a more distracted mood. They are also very good at understanding your emotions, and depending on how you're feeling, they can adjust their behavior. If you're stressed or anxious, your cat may act more affectionate or even follow you around, seeking to calm you and, at the same time, taking advantage of the situation to get a little more attention or affection. Additionally, cats know how to time things perfectly. They know exactly when to ask for something, whether it's a treat, extra affection, or even your bed to sleep in. If you've given in before, they will repeat this behavior, knowing that the chances of success are high. Over time, they develop a set of strategies that, based on your reactions, ensure they get what they want, whether it's out of necessity or pure indulgence. This is why it often feels like cats have a magical ability to manipulate us. But in reality, they're just incredibly clever and attentive to our responses. Number 9. Cats feel emotions like sadness and jealousy. They may not show it the same way a dog does, but they do feel these emotions. Changes in the environment, less attention, or a new animal in the house can cause strange behaviors, such as hiding or refusing to eat. Number 10, they can tell when you're sad or sick. This is the strongest secret. Your cat can sense changes in your behavior, energy, and even your scent. When you're feeling unwell, they might stay closer to you or act differently. It's a subtle way of showing that they're there with you. So, what do you think? Which of these secrets had you never thought about before? Tell me in the comments. If you made it this far, comment, "My cat understands me," below, just so I know who stuck around until the end. And of course, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who also loves cats. See you in the next video!